All right, we're live as Tara plays around with her new studio. Wait for a few of you guys to hop on at 4:30 in the morning. We're going to be doing a reaction video to Loza Alexander's extended version of Let's Go Brandon. Hold on, what Raindrop means water. There you go, girl. There you go. All right. All right. Where are my peoples? What's up, Wake and Bake? What's up, Noah? He goes, bam. He goes, what's up? So we're going to do a reaction video, guys, to Loza Alexander's new version of Let's Go Brandon. He added more lyrics to it. Unfortunately, I could not find a version online that had the lyrics, so I guess you just have to listen carefully, and then we'll do another analysis of his lyrics. So, with that said, let's get into this.
Let's go, Brandon. Hey. Let's go, Brandon. Hey. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. You know what they saying, ho? Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. You know what they saying, ho? Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. You know what they saying, ho? Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Hey, you know what they saying, ho? Hey, you know what they saying, though? Hey, you know what they, yeah, you know what they, yeah, hey, and I say it with a passion, as I pull off in the Aston, don't nobody like his ass, huh, tried to cover up and tell the people, go Brandon.
Just an example, guys, of how much the mainstream media lies. We can hear things with our own ears, see it with our own eyes, and they'll still lie to us. I think that mainstream media thinks that we're idiots. And unfortunately, a lot of us are. That's just a fact. So they get away with these tactics because most people have lost the ability to critically think. And I think another example of that is apparently in a lot of high schools now, calculus cannot be taught to kids under a certain age because it makes kids that aren't ready to learn calculus feel bad about themselves. So now we're moving towards this this communist type of society where it's all about equity, which basically means everyone's on the same playing field, regardless of abilities, talent levels, capabilities. And that's not what America's based on. America's based on meritocracy, exceptionalism. May the best person for the job get it. End of story. So we need to return to those values here in the U.S.
But we know what they saying, though. You can hear the chant in every post. Don't nobody want this commie cause we not in China. Everybody hated Trump and now they out to catch a body.
So scary thing is, like, China's got this social credit score system where you really can't engage in daily activities without having a good credit score. And I feel like the vaccine passport is phase one of this. If you're vaccinated, you get to engage in free travel, you get to engage in commerce, banking. But if you're unvaccinated, which means you do not comply, things are going to be limited for you. And I'll give you an example. Thailand, they're opening up November 1st, but only to vaccinated people. Now, I do think that I could still go, but I'd have to quarantine for 2 weeks in a hotel, in a government facility. So it's even worse. Like, I can't just book my own hotel and quarantine there. They choose the hotel, and then they apparently track you, like, while you're there, and they bring you food to your room. Like, you literally cannot leave at all. That's right. We're all purebloods. But even if you're not purebloods, it's just like, as long as you're standing against the mandates and doing what you can to fight back, then I think we're all in agreement, right?
That's what they get for treating us like we in Squid Games. Green light mandate, like he's insane.
I never heard that lyric before. He said Squid Games. So he mentioned Squid Games in the song. That's awesome. I don't know if you guys have watched Squid Game yet, but that show is absolutely incredible on Netflix. I hate to be pushing Netflix, but in this case, I got to say Squid Games was a good choice by them. If you guys haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend you somehow find an account to watch Squid Game.
These times, people waking up to everything. Go, Brandon, but we all know what the saying mean. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. You know what they saying, ho? Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. You know what they saying, ho? Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. You know what they saying, ho? Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Hey, you know what they saying, ho? Hey, you know what they saying, though? Hey, you know what they, yeah. You know what they, yeah. Hey. For silencing the Christians, for burning us like incense, for putting us in prison. 94 crime bill had us listed.
So he's bringing up some of Joe Biden's horrible past. He just brought up the 1994 crime bill, which if you guys don't know about that, Biden basically authored a bill that inadvertently targeted Black Americans. And it's probably one of the worst pieces of legislature for the Black community that has happened in the past 30 or so years. And if you guys Google 1994 crime bill, you'll see that the law has contributed to mass incarceration, specifically of the Black American community. So it's so funny to me that like you have all these Democrats in America that thought they were voting against racism by voting for Biden, but instead they voted in a politician that is responsible for whatever systemic racism exists in America. So it's bizarre that these Democrats are low information voters. A lot of indoctrinated young kids in college. I mean, you guys saw my channel. I just did a prank video where I walked up to college kids in FIU and FAU, and I asked them if they wanted to show support for my friend Brandon and if they could support him by chanting "Let's go, Brandon." And I would say only a handful of kids do what we were talking about. The rest of them had no idea. And so that's an example of you have one of the biggest memes in society right now with "Let's go, Brandon," one of the biggest movements across all these college campuses, across iTunes. Top 2 songs right now are Loza and Bryson Gray, "Let's Go, Brandon." And these college kids did not know about it. This just goes to show you the type of bubble they're living in. These college kids are they're unaware of what's going on in this world. So it's pretty sad.
Now you giving us a jab like Floyd. At least with Trump, he was giving us a choice.
So he brings up George Floyd. Obviously, we all know about that story. So I'm not going to talk about that too much. But he's right. Trump gave us a choice. Even Trump said at one of his rallies in Alabama, he goes, "Take the jab, I did it." But of course, you have your freedoms. So I don't think that if Trump was president, we'd have these vaccine mandates on a national level. I don't think people would be fired on a national level, especially not federal workers. I think that would have been a choice, which is how it should always be. Any medical procedure should be a choice. The Nuremberg Code that was created after the Holocaust clearly states that if someone is going to have an experimental procedure done to them, they need to have what's called informed consent. And informed consent means that you are well aware of all of the side effects, risks, benefits of what you're putting into your body. And unfortunately, with this jab, I don't think we're getting informed consent. It's my opinion. Again, please refer to the FDA, WHO, or CDC.gov for countervailing views on the vaccine. And of course, get vaccinated and consult your doctor. So there, I have to say that, guys. I got to make sure that YouTube doesn't strike my channel, and I got to make sure I put that in there. So I hope you guys understand why I have to say those things, just to play it safe.
Left the troops in Afghanistan, boy, and you was on vacay, iPhone on a void, airplane mode, block number, you was gone. Tried to call for help, but got the dial tone, no. Freedom can't stand it. We know you a savage, and you wonder why everybody keep chanting out. Let's go, Brandon.
So he brought up Afghanistan. I'm just afraid that come midterm elections or come 2024, people are going to forget about Afghanistan because it happened so early in Biden's presidency. So We need to make sure that it's not forgotten. We need to make sure that those 13 soldiers who died in a preventable death are not forgotten. And so come 2024, we have to make sure that this is high on the radar, that Joe Biden is not a good commander-in-chief. The Democrats have been warmongers for a long time now, and they love war, apparently, and they botch wars. So to me, like, if you're going to go to war, you better know what you're doing. And I just think Biden is a incompetent commander-in-chief. It's my opinion. Back to the song.
Let's go, Brandon. You know what they say. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. You know what they saying, ho. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. You know what they saying, ho. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Hey, you know.
So real quick, I passed out on Tara's couch for about, how long did I sleep? 3 hours? Yeah. I passed out at like 8:30, woke up at 11:30. Then I went to the gym at 1:30 in the morning. Got a good tricep workout. Got to work on those triceps. You see that? Nice little pop right there. Hold on, let me hide your comments so you can see the tricep. Pause. There we go. There's a tricep. Did a nice tricep workout. Did some leg workout because I got to make my legs a little bigger. They're not balanced. My body's way out of balance right now. And then me and Tara were going to live stream on her new technology. She's got all this equipment, but we're having some technical difficulties. But I was in the mood to live stream, so I figured I'd hop on and react to this new Loza Alexander extended version. So I did sleep 3 hours already. I also like to wake up. I also like to sleep at 5 a.m. because I usually wait for the stock market to open up just to keep an eye on what's going on with my stocks. And today, so far, off to a decent start in the market. So we'll see what happens. Really, to me, I'm so leveraged in crypto. It just comes down to what crypto's doing. And I do expect the next couple of, this is not financial advice. Hold on, let me throw my banner in there. Oh, I lost my banner. Did I lose my banner? Hold on. Let me write this real quick. Banners, create a banner. Not financial advice. Okay, scroll across the bottom, add banner. Here we go, guys. You ready? Check this out. So this is, you see it, guys? This is not financial advice, but I do think that crypto is going to pump like crazy the next 2 months. Rumor, and from what I've heard from other crypto experts, they say that people are going to be making a ton of money these next 2 months. Again, invest at your own risk, do your own research. I'm not going to tell you what to invest in. That's your personal choice. And if you're not confident, then make sure you talk to a financial expert who can give you proper guidance. Don't really listen to me. I'm just a YouTuber who does some political stuff. But I do invest. I do it all on my own. And I do think crypto is going to pump like crazy this Q4. And if it does pump significantly, I'm probably going to pull out some cash off the table. Probably at least my principal that I put in. So that way the rest of the money is going to be house money. So we'll see how it goes. If I really had big balls of steel, I'd probably leave it all in. But at this point, it's always good to be, not be too greedy. Because as they say in the stock market, pigs get slaughtered. And I had an opportunity earlier this year to take out a significant chunk of change when that crypto pumped. And obviously, I'm still up big after the crash that we've had. But still, I could have been up massive. Could have had a nice windfall. But it's all good. We're going to move on in life. All right, back to the song.
What they saying, ho? Hey, you know what they saying, no? Hey, you know what they, yeah, you know what they, yeah, hey. And they better not ban me. For real. The best lawyers come in handy. Oh yeah. And he's better than Johnny Cochran. Watch Jesus Christ open up cases like a locksmith. I'm a monster with the truth, no Loch Ness. Ain't no stopping us and can't nobody top this. Commies won't last cause God is the only option. Tommy with the mag, my Second Amendment popping. Let's go Brandon, this a new anthem. Loza train smash and make the left side panic. Let's go Brandon, lefties need the cannon. And people need to stop acting like commies got the answers.
So that's a pretty good song. That's the extended version. I don't know if you guys saw it, but if you guys go to iTunes, I'll show you right now. This is pretty exciting stuff. I'm going to do this live for you guys. If you go to the iTunes store, this is iTunes, so you guys can see the app. That's what that. And you go to music, and up top here you click charts. So I'm going to click charts. You'll see the top two songs. I hope you guys can see this. Are "Let's Go Brandon." You got the Bryson Gray version, and then you got the original Loza Alexander. This one that I just played for you guys here is the extended version of the song, which I actually like more because there's just more content, right? The original version was only one verse. So one verse, and then it was like 2 minutes of chorus. This one has 3 verses. He puts a lot more in there, which I think is great because he takes more jabs at Biden, which is awesome. So I'm a fan of Loza's work. I think that this is a great song. Personally, I think that this song is catchier than Bryson Gray's because it's more of like a song that you could hear at a club or bar, and people would sing along to this version. Bryson Gray's song also good. The benefit of Bryson Gray is he has 3 artists in that song, so that gives Bryson Gray the ability to promote it by 3 different influencers. But also you get 3 verses with 3 different styles. So they both have their pros and cons. But if I personally had to choose one that I was going to listen to, it's probably going to be Loza Alexander's version. I just think this one, the beat is so catchy. And for me, I put a lot of emphasis on the beat. So again, both great songs, but this one, good job, Loza Alexander. So anyway, guys, that's my review for this song. If you guys have questions, now is your time. We can just talk about whatever we want right now. Actually, I got some stories to talk about. We'll throw them in here at the end of this this review and pull it up. So let's talk about New Jersey for a second. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Governor Murphy is a Democrat, and he is going to be running again for New Jersey. Apparently, according to Project Veritas, he is not going to do the vaccine mandates until after he wins re-election, because he knows if he does it before, he will piss off the Republicans and independents. So literally, if Democrats vote for him again, they're voting for mandates. Just because he hasn't done mandates for the election doesn't mean he won't after. So Project Veritas, once again, infiltrated. He's being threatened to be sued right now, James O'Keefe, for quote-unquote political spying. But at the end of the day, getting this information out there is super important, and I think he's doing great work. Here's another story, and this makes me happy I don't have kids right now. I want kids. Hopefully 2022 will be the year that I put my seed inside of a woman's womb and we have kids. Is that a weird way to phrase it, Tara? Hopefully in 2022 I put my seed inside a woman's womb and procreate.
Go for it. Wish you the best of luck.
Tara goes, I wish you luck. Hey, maybe you'll be that woman, Tara. Hey. Just joking, guys. Anyway, I'm happy I don't have kids right now because these are very trying times for all of us. But especially, yeah. Anyway, good morning to Mike. So there's this school in Louisiana, this Louisiana high school that's under investigation for vaccinating teenage students without consent. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, these schools are going out of control, that they're putting needles in kids' arms that are under 18 and the parents aren't even present. I mean, this is what the Democrats are doing. They're trying to tell these kids that you don't need parental guidance for pretty important things like vaccines or even gender reassignment or hormone therapy. Like, the Democrats are literally telling like kids that you should be able to choose whatever you want for yourself. It's just wild. And if you look at the theme with Democrats, and I don't even want to call it empowering, because kids should not be empowered, but they're basically trying to allow kids to do all these things that really they shouldn't do until they're 18, such as voting. They're trying to push the voting age down to 16. I know that's one of their dreams. And I know that in California, Gavin Newsom, I believe it was Newsom, might have been the governor, Eric, whatever his name is, Garcetti. They decriminalized some form of, like, I don't want to say the word, of like P, the P word. Like they made it less of a crime or something. And when you just look at the theme, it's a scary theme. Like you're telling these kids, you can get hormone blockers without your parents' consent. You could vote at 15, and you at 16. You know why that is? Because they're all going to vote Democrat. Because the schools just really hammer home Trump is bad. Watch CNN, liberal media, left wing. It's scary stuff. So anyway, I hope this school gets sued into oblivion so that no other school does this against children, vaccinating kids against their parents' knowledge. In the news of New York, this is pretty cool. If you guys are in New York, if anyone here is in New York, let me know in the comments. But there has been many protests happening in New York City. So I'm proud of New York people for stepping up against the city. Thousands of New York City municipal workers march across Brooklyn Bridge, shocking elites. So this is pretty epic. Thousands of people are now marching against the mandates. I was just at the gym here in Florida at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I was talking to the front desk girl. She's working by herself, and she said her sister lives in New York right now, and she was part of the march today, and that it was absolutely epic. So good on them. We need to do more of that across the country. Again, peacefully and patriotically are the key words. I'm very anti-violence. I don't want to see any violence. I've always been a proponent of anti-violence. I want just peaceful demonstrations, peaceful non-compliance. The thing is also, Tim Pool always calls it that. So, yeah, I'm proud of New Yorkers stepping up. Hopefully they can get the change they want made. On to more important issues. We have, actually not more important, but other important issues. There's a massive illegal caravan right now coming through Mexico up to our southern border. Now, there's this belief that the southern border immigrants are all Mexicans. That's not true at all. It's people from all around the world that just go through the southern border of Mexico because that's the way they can get into America. It's just common sense. So we have immigrants from all around the world in at least a 5,000 person caravan coming up right now as we're speaking. And they're estimated to be here sometime in mid-November. So pay attention to the news, guys. You're going to see a big caravan coming in mid-November around. And what's crazy is if you guys want to follow our friend Jorge Ventura on Instagram, I'll pull up his page right now so you guys can see it. Jorge Ventura on Instagram. He covers the, there he is. He covers the border crisis. And apparently they're using Facebook to coordinate the caravans with like QR codes. So it's just, it's a cesspool. You know, I used to have Facebook stock. I got rid of it right when the pandemic started. Now I did leave a lot of money on the table because the stock has since pumped 50% higher. So I could have had 50% more money from Facebook, from stock holdings. But at this point, I don't believe in the company at all. I don't believe what they stand for. I don't believe their principles. I don't believe their values. So for me, and let me throw this up, financial advice again. There it is on the bottom. For me, when I'm determining what stocks to invest in, I'm not going to invest in a company whose morals and principles I no longer align with. And I'm saying this while this streams on Facebook. This is streaming on my Facebook business page right now. But Facebook with the censorship, putting people in jail, really for just having go against mainstream media. To me, that's not an offense that should be striked. That should not punish you for your voice on these platforms. You know, to me, it's like put your thoughts out there and let the court of social justice decide who's right and who's wrong. I don't think Mark Zuckerberg should be the truth because a lot of things are wrong, such as the Wuhan lab. Again, we don't answer for sure, but we all know what happened. That's the bottom line. But if you said last year that COVID came from a lab, you were striked and banned from Facebook, and now they allow that kind of content. So that's the problem: is truth changes over time. All right, let's go to some comments. Let's see what you guys are saying here. All right, I'm going to scroll back up because I missed a lot of these. Did you pre-order Trump's social media platform Truth launching in 2022? Hell yeah. I already signed up on the desktop, truthsocial.com. You can actually fill out your name and email and then get notified if you'll be invited to the beta launch in November. This November, it's launching to beta. I hope he picks me. That'd be really cool if he did. And if he does pick me, I'll be doing a live stream with you guys playing with the Truth Social app. And if he doesn't pick me, I'll have to wait until Q1 of next year. You know, there's always been news about China like cracking down on Bitcoin. And every time they do that, the Bitcoin price tanks, but then it always comes right back up. I just think that at this point, it's a coordinated attack in the media to drop the price of Bitcoin so that the whales, the elites, they can all come in and buy it at a depressed price, knowing it's going to go right back up. I mean, Bitcoin a couple months ago was 29K, and today it's at 63 grand. So you would have more than doubled your money in a few months. Andrew Freeman's got some crypto. Nice. Let me know what coins you have. Put them in the comments. Drop the coin names you have, and let's talk about some of those right now. If you're still here, I don't know if you're still signed on. Yeah, that's the one thing about America that I love, is that we're supposed to be allowed to speak against the government if we're unhappy with their performance. And that's honestly what it comes down to. Like, of course, I was upset Trump lost the election. But I was not so aggressively anti-Biden in the beginning because I was kind of like, all right, let's see what this guy can do now that he's in. But now I'm pissed off at Biden just because, I mean, just for me, every time I go to the pump, it's almost double what it cost me when Trump was president to fill my tank and gas. That's pretty frustrating. So that's just like on the surface level, one of the things that really upsets me. And then just the price of everything, the shortages of everything. Every time I go to Starbucks and Taco Bell, I literally see we're missing items. And it's like, well, that's obviously Biden's fault. Good morning, Mike. Hope you're still on. Noah, you had a comment about the voting systems. I can't put that on the channel because YouTube might strike me for that. But I agree with you 100%. What's up, Sunshine? Happy lady. I love that pineapple. Pineapples are awesome fruits. Yep, they're trying to suppress the rights of parents. The Democrats, they want to say that they own your children. And that's a communist mindset. Remember, in communism, you have no private property. And I'm not to say that children are property of the parents, because they're not. But at the end of the day, parents should be the primary stakeholder in a child's upbringing. And schools should not be politicizing anything. It's just go there to learn history, not a political history, not like the 1619 Project, whatever that was called, but just like factual history and math, and do like science experiments and then gym class. But you shouldn't be teaching these kids to be activists at such a young age. Yeah, guys, if you guys want to, if you have TikTok and you want to follow a guy that's pretty much always live on TikTok, I think this guy is live 24 hours a day. Let's see if he's live right now. 5-Star Pete. What's your TikTok name? Hold on, let me give you a shout out right now. I'll pull your channel up. Stay with me. Let me see how many followers. 14,000 followers. Damn, kid, you were at like 7 grand last week. Now you're at 14,000. You doubled. Congratulations. But this is my friend. He's a big Trump supporter too. If you guys want to follow him on TikTok, his TikTok name is Tiger PVF. Tiger PVF. Give him a follow. He's a good guy. He often hops on TikTok live and he just dances, jams out, and he gets pretty girls on his channel because 5-Star Pete has beautiful eyes and the girls love his eyes. And I've seen them say that in the comments. Smokey B, I'm wishing America the best with getting rid of your commie dictator. See, the world knows. I'm hoping we get rid of ours in New Zealand as well. Yeah, it's just like, it's funny to me that they called Trump dictator for 4 years, and the reality is Biden has been more of a dictator than Trump ever was. We all know that. I had a chance of Let's Go Brandon and FJ dancing in my head. Yeah, it's a catchy tune. Well, let's be honest. 5-Star Pete, our thoughts are with you over there in New Zealand. Smokey B, we need to get rid of communist leaders all over the world. I mean, you know, there was this interview by Biden. I don't know when it was from, but Joe Biden basically pitched authoritarianism, that we live in these times where authoritarianism might work better. He actually said that. I mean, this guy that's nuts. How does an American president say that authoritarianism isn't that bad? Communism, like, he didn't say communism is good, but that's kind of what he was alluding to if you really think about it. And for our American president to say that, that's horrible. What he should be saying is America's land of the free, home of the brave. And we're gonna do whatever we can to keep those principles that this country was founded on. And he's not saying that. And that's kind of scary. Mussolini. Is that Newsom you guys are talking about? Newsom meets Mussolini. 5-Star Pete was banned for 30 days. They didn't like what I said, so they put me in jail. It happens a lot to people. And I'll be honest, it's not right. It is not right. I'm about to get rid of Facebook altogether. Really sick and tired of the censorship. Yeah, it's pretty depressing stuff. I'm just really excited for Truth Social to come out. I think that's going to change the game. Right now, the stock was up 800% last week. So if you had Truth Social stock, it's called Digital World Acquisition Corp. Digital World Acquisition Corp. It pumped up 800% last week. Today, it's up 3% in the pre-market. So if you guys are looking for a early stock trade, you can. Oh, the stock market's open now, so you can hop on in and check out. DWAC is the ticker, DWAC. Not financial advice, by the way. Put that right here. I personally am not going to buy right now because I think the price. This is again my personal opinion. I think the price ran up last week just because of FOMO, which means fear of missing out. And I'm going to show you the chart right now so you can see it right here clearly. Come on. See that? That's called FOMO, when the price just spikes up like that in a straight line. And then you can see that it's cooling off, and then it just dropped, and now it should settle somewhere lower. Unless news comes out and pushes the price up again, it should settle somewhere lower. I'll be honest, if the stock price hits $47, I'm going to buy some just because Trump will be our 47th president. So I feel like that's a good price to come in at. So that's it may never see 47 and I might never get involved. But if it does see $47, which right now would be like a 50% crash almost, then I'll buy and I'll feel confident knowing that I'm supporting Trump at a nice discount. Safe Moon. Yeah, I saw Safe Moon a while ago and I did not touch it just because. So I really only invested in like the stable coins. So except Bitcoin. I don't have any Bitcoin, but I invested in most of the stable coins, the older coins that are out there like Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, the basics. The meme coins, you can make a lot of money if you get in like before they run up. But that's what they are. They're meme coins. Like they fly, then they just crash. They fly, then they crash. And again, I don't know where these coins are going to net out. Maybe they're going to be up big, but I'm not touching like things named Safe Moon. Like when they take like trendy words and then try to make a coin out of it, to me, that's like a red flag. But again, maybe you have a different type of investing strategy. Maybe you like the fact that they're like meme coins and you want to put your money there. You do what's best for you, but make sure you are confident in your decisions and also consult a financial advisor or expert. I'm not one. Yeah, Shiba has just absolutely been pumping right now. I believe it broke the 4-digit, like whatever. I don't know how many zeros that is, but it's been going up big. I don't have any Shiba, but the cool part with Shiba is like you could own 1 million for like just a couple bucks or something. So if you want to be a millionaire with Shiba Inu coins, you could do that with a couple $100, maybe less. I don't even know. I'm with you on that one. There are too many people around the world following whatever crap their government pushes down their throats. We need to show them we aren't going to. Smokey B, here that the problem is, like, if the majority of people are going to comply, meaning more than 50%, well, then the government's going to keep pushing and doing more mandates. If majority of people don't comply and stand up, then they won't. So to me, the people that are constantly complying and just bending over backwards for the government and doing whatever they say, they're the ones that are just giving the government so much more power, right? Because they keep complying. And I can't blame some people. Like if a company says to you, you're fired or you keep your job, if you got a family and stuff and you don't have savings, you're probably going to keep your job. If you have medical problems and you need that health insurance, you're probably going to keep your job. If you're invested heavily in the 401k, or you have stock options that you earn. I think stock usually come like every 4 years, you get 25% at a company. If you have stock in a company and you want to stay the 4 years, it's tough. It's tough. So I feel bad for people that have to make the decision. I'm fortunate I don't have to. Tara doesn't have to. We're blessed that we're pretty independent of being tethered to a job. But I feel for people that had to make that choice. Nice, good job, Star Pete. That's awesome. Yeah, it's crazy how many views you can get on TikTok. It just is it's a view machine. All right, Andrew Freeman, we're back to you now. We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, DOT, and Dogecoin. Very nice. Yeah, Cardano. That actually broke $3 a couple months ago, and now it crashed to the low twos. But people think Cardano could be a big coin of the future, and I think Ethereum is going to flip and overtake Bitcoin at some point. It might be a while, but I think it's going to happen. And I have enough Ethereum that it's exciting. I think this week's going to be big. It's at like $4,200 right now. It might hit all-time high. Yeah, 5-star Pete, I got you. You got me, I got you back. You hit me, you give me the shout-outs on TikTok, I'll give you the shout-outs on YouTube. It's a pretty fair exchange. I actually don't like going live on TikTok. I prefer going live on YouTube. I think this is just a better experience. This is more like television. This is like interactive TV, in my opinion. Word in the brothel is mass arrest in the Pentagon. No, I keep hearing, the problem I have with Q, that whole movement, the QAnon movement, was like they made so many predictions and promises, always speaking in code. I don't know. When I hear this kind of stuff, I don't know. I don't know if I trust it. And I just don't know. I have nothing to say about that. If look, the bottom line is that people are engaged in criminal activity, they should be punished for it. We all know that. But I don't need political opponents to be punished just because they're political opponents. Like, that to me is terrible. Like, we can't have that in this country. Otherwise, we're no different than communist dictatorships, right? Then we're no different than China. And we can't have that. And unfortunately, we're trending towards that right now. There's nothing special about America. American President Joe Biden. Yeah, he said that. He said something like that. And that to me is, how can you vote for that? Like, I don't care what country you are. If your leader is saying this country isn't special, why would you vote for that person? You want your leader to say, this country is the greatest country on earth. This country has values that I want to support. I don't care if you are the king of Thailand, the president of the United States, the prime minister of Canada. You need to support your country. Defend it by any means necessary. That's literally what we're voting you in for, is to defend and protect the Constitution of the country. And if you say things like this, it shows you're not capable of doing that, and you got to go. Will we be seeing the T to your A? Yeah, Tara, you want to make a quick cameo?
Hey guys.
There she is. There's the T. There's the T to my A.
I'm just like focused on all of this.
Yeah, Tara, what are you doing?
I'm totally zoning and just doing some tech issues and troubleshooting and learning how to do overlays on Ecamm. Because before Adam left for the gym earlier, he's like, oh, we can't add comments in. And I'm like, I know we can. I just got to figure it out. So I found a Chrome Store app that does it. I didn't even know there was a Chrome Store app in general.
Oh, nice.
So I'm learning a lot. I'm
Nice.
very technically not savvy.
See, look how easy my platform is. Look, I just press a button, it's there.
Yeah.
So she's got this crazy advanced setup, and I'm just using StreamYard because StreamYard is super simple. And I'm doing this off the MacBook Pro. Normally, when we go live, we try to shoot using our Sony ZV-1s because the picture quality is absolutely amazing. I think this is doable. Like, this is okay. This is passable. But this is nothing special. You know what? Let me clean the screen off. I don't know if it's blurry this whole time. Hold on, guys. Maybe that's better. Yeah, that might be a little better. All right, let's see what else we got here. Smokey, my family hangs 2 Trump flags proudly in our garage, and it catches people's eyes when they visit, especially being in New Zealand, but we don't care and welcome a debate. Hell yeah, yo, respect that. If you want to send me a photo of your Trump flags in the garage, I'll share it on my Instagram. Be Free My Sheeple. So DM me on Be Free My Sheeple on Instagram with that photo. I'll tag you. I'll put it up. I'm shadow banned on that channel, so you're not going to get much views, but still, I'll put it up there to show support for what you're doing. Sunshine Lady, love President Trump. Miss him so much. USA needs him back. Oh, he's coming back. We're gonna do whatever we can to fight to get him back peacefully, and patriotically. 5-Star Pete says, what's up, Tara? Sunshine Lady says, what's up, Tara? So anyway, guys, that's the video for today. That's all she wrote, folks. It is now 5:22 in the morning. I might go get some breakfast. I might go watch the sunrise. Tara, when's the last time you saw the sunrise?
Asia? I don't know.
Yeah?
Um,
Stand outside, look at the sky with a cup of coffee, and just watch the sunrise?
I gotta think about it, but I'm a sunrise chaser usually because I'm usually up till then.
Right, exactly. Maybe we should do a video today. We should go ahead and shoot.
No, I'm gonna fall asleep and pass out till like noon.
Yeah, then
When I finally do.
But then we could wake up and do a video. Or I'll go alone and do it. What's our thing tomorrow? We have a podcast at 8 p.m.?
Yes.
Okay. So, guys, we're doing a TNA show at 8 p.m. tomorrow. We have a special guest, Tiny. How do you say his last name?
Tosi?
Tosi? Tiny Tosi?
Yeah.
Can I say that he's a...
Yeah.
So he is a PB, which, I'm always a little... Again, it's optics. I don't think there's anything wrong with the PBs, to be honest. I've seen some of them out. They're great guys. No issue with them. But optically, it's all about optics. That's what this world is about, is optics. It just always makes me a little pushing my comfort zone. But I think that's a good thing. So tomorrow we're going to have a PB on our channel. I'm not going to say the word because I don't need my channel getting striked. But it's Tiny Toisi. Tiny Tosi.
Mm-hmm.
And he was shot in the leg by Antifa. You guys probably saw that news story. Antifa opened fire in daytime, and they shot at Trump supporters, and they got him in his leg. Luckily, the shooter was arrested. And do you know the story? What's going on with that?
He was arrested. He's being charged with assault with a weapon.
Mm.
It's not like an attempted murder charge or anything, but assault to the first degree.
Okay. Oh, that's good to hear. So he'll be on tomorrow, guys, 8 p.m. So tomorrow at 8 p.m., make sure you tune into our channel. We're going to be live. And I'm probably going to do a video tomorrow somewhere in Orlando. I'm either going to go to, let's see, I could do Lake Eola. We could do college. We can go to UCF. It's right here.
I got a lot of stuff I got to get done in the house before we leave for it.
Oh, yeah.
So.
But anyway, I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is I want to go interview maybe college students and do a pop quiz. And the pop quiz will be, who had more kids in cages, Trump or Biden? Because I don't think that these people realize that Biden has had 10 times more kids in cages this year than Trump ever did. And yet the mainstream media demonized Trump. AOC went to the border with her fake crying to demonize Trump. So the reality is Biden is, if Trump was a monster for putting 2,800 kids in cages, what does that make Biden for putting 25,000 kids in cages? Where's the consistent judgment across the spectrum? It's crazy. So I might do that tomorrow just to surprise these college libs who don't know anything about how the world, not all of them, some of them know some stuff, but most of them are unaware. Hey, Tara, you speak Polish?
Yeah, rozumiem po polsku.
She just said something in Polish. I think she said, yeah, a little bit.
No, I don't understand.
What'd you say?
I said, I don't understand.
Really? So, no, she does not understand. Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me at 5 a.m. I assume that I have people from around the world joining me right now just because of the time zone differences. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Loza Alexander review. And then, of course, it spiraled into other stuff. I think I'm going to get breakfast right now. I think I'm going to go to Denny's, get a Grand Slam. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining. Be free, my sheeple. And we will see you tomorrow. Bye.